A little while ago, when I did my 2019 budget 7x7 roundup, the Cyclone Blaze G7 came out as the winner. But now that we've seen a whole bunch of new cubes come out, is it still the best budget 7x7 that you can buy? With the release of the Mofang Jiaoshi Meilong 7, the Yuxin Little Magic 7x7M, and the YJ Yufu v2M, there's a new king of the budget 7x7 block. Well, which one is the best one for you? Which one's the best one? Which one should you buy? Let's go ahead and find out. Alright, first up we got the Mofang Jiaoshi Meilong 7. This is a pretty decent puzzle for the price, and it's nice because it's small and it's light. The disadvantages to it are that it comes not magnetic, so you'll have to magnetize it yourself if you want a magnetic one. And quite frankly, without magnets, this puzzle is just not good enough to recommend. The other issue is that I had a lot of difficulty getting this thing set up properly. In fact, I had so much trouble getting a good setup out of it that I ended up sending it off to Ghostcuber, because Ghostcuber is so much better at setting up puzzles than I am. So he went ahead and set it up for me, sent it back. Even he said he was not able to really get a good setup. It came out okay. It's smooth, a little on the slow side, but performs decently enough, as you're able to see. But at the end of the day, this is just a pretty mediocre cube. It feels cheap, because it is cheap, unlike some of the other budget puzzles that we'll be talking about. So, at the end of the day, just not really one that I can recommend in comparison to some of the other puzzles that we're going to be talking about in this review. It's all right, but just not good enough. If all you're able to afford is a non-magnetic one, then this is the one to get. But there are better options out there, as we will soon find out. Next up, we have the YJ Yufu v2M. This puzzle is really good. It is fast, it's controllable, it's a little flexible, and it's just really good. The only drawbacks really that I found of this is that it's a little big. It's bigger than what you would want in a 7x7 right anymore. It's bigger than the Spark. It's bigger than the Meilong, and you do notice the size almost immediately as soon as you start solving. However, you do get used to it, and I've gotten great times with it. In fact, what you're seeing is clips from what ended up being my PB 7x7 single, and this is a really good puzzle. It looks good. It's only $20. It comes magnetized. The magnets are a great strength. The shades are great. The plastic feels like a really nice quality. There's nothing about this that screams that it's a $20 puzzle. It's crazy that a magnetic 7x7 can be $20 and be this good. It just blows my mind that we're at a point where $20 7x7 magnetic puzzles exist and that they're not terrible. That just is incredible. So very highly recommended cube. Definitely like this one a lot. Last but not least, we have the Yuxin Little Magic M. This also comes in a non-magnetic version, although I don't know why you'd want to do that unless you're dying to customize the magnets yourself. Just to save yourself the trouble and buy the magnetic version. This puzzle, as I mentioned in my original unboxing, this puzzle had loose magnets. I was never able to find them all. I fixed some, but I could not find all the rest that were loose. So there's magnets rattling around, which gives me concern about the quality of the puzzle itself, although the plastic feels really nice and the shades are fantastic on this one. Also, in addition, the speed is a major concern in that I just was never able to speed this puzzle up. No matter what I did, this thing stays really, really slow, especially on the inner layers. I loosened it, I put lube in it, I did everything that I know to do, and it still remains extremely slow no matter what I do. And not only is it slow, it is tiring to use. Like after I got done with this solve here, my hands and wrists were tired, and I've never experienced that before. And at the end of the day, there are just better options out there for a budget 7x7, especially the one that's the most expensive of the ones in this roundup. All right, so what's the final conclusion? What are we talking about at the end of the day? Which one should you buy? Well, quite frankly, hands down, the best of the 3 magnetic budget 7x7s that I'm reviewing in this roundup is the Yufu v2M without question. It's the fastest, it's the cheapest, already magnetized. The only drawback to it is that it's a little bigger. So if your hands are really small or if size is really a concern for you, then don't get it. Otherwise, buy it. In fact, I like it so much that it's now my main over the Spark. I don't think it's necessarily better than the Spark. I know this will sound crazy. I don't think it's better than the Spark, but I get much better times on it than I do on the Spark. In fact, I probably have anywhere from 5 to 10, maybe even more, single saws faster on the Yufu v2M than I do on the Spark. And so when you're getting times like that, you just have to, that's the cube you got to use. It's just better for me over the Spark. Now, I'm definitely not saying you should buy it over the Spark. Don't go commenting down below that I'm recommending it as the best 7x7 on the market. I'm not. But of the budget 7x7s, the Yufu v2M is the best one, without question. It's definitely significantly better than the Little Magic. It's better than the Meilong, and it's a lot better than the non-magnetic version of the Meilong. So that's the one I recommend you buy. Get the Yufu. It's $20, even cheaper if you buy from China or something like that. Definitely the one to get. Highly recommend it. I don't think you'll be disappointed unless for some reason you have really small hands or want a much smaller puzzle. In that case, buy the Meilong or something else, but otherwise, get the Yufu. All right, guys, that's it for this video. If you like what you've seen, go ahead and hit like and the bell down below, subscribe, and do all that stuff. Drop a comment down below, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks, everybody.